So rumor has it that AMS is the best iRacing league out there. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to check you guys out. But best of luck anyway.
Yeah, AMS, best league on iRacing. So you guys should let me join. I can't believe you haven't invited me yet. Unbelievable.
All the best on AMS Racing.
Thanks, Roger.
So guys, I was in Rossi here. AMS is the best league on iRacing. Good luck.
Good luck, Alex.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on the RSR Network. We've got an extended race tonight in the AMS Octane Race Products Dirt Series at Eldora Speedway. 75 laps from the usual 50. Who knows what is bound to happen tonight? Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the starting grid. Welcome back to the RSR Network and the AMS Octane Race Products Dirt Series race here at Eldora. We're going to get Will started off with the starting grid. Will, take it from here.
Making his first start of the season, he's come out flying. He's on pole tonight at 15.06.3, and on his outside is going to be Jonathan Schwartz. Starting on row 2, Chris Ostrander, the Ice Maker, is going to be on the inside with Thomas Conhady on his outside. Flying Cheetah Stuart Joyce is back after a bit of an absence, and he's going to be starting on the inside of row number 5 with Randy Arms failing to take a time, and that's going to put the points leader back in position number 6. Row number 4's got Michael Tan on the inside and Tim Salen on the outside, both who failed to set a time in qualifying, and that's going to round out your starting grid for tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Randy can get in here. He's having some issues with his computer. Currently no internet at the Arms household. So that's very troublesome for him and his points lead. I'm pretty sure he got signed in, so he's going to get points for that. But, you know, he's going to take a hit here with Thomas in second place in the standings, I believe. But I think we're going to have a great race here tonight, Will.
Definitely these late model. There's fireworks going off in the background.
Hey, you see the fireworks on your screen? Great display of pyrotechnics here in Ohio. Get your fireworks at your local Phantom Fireworks.
Yeah, apologies on that. The microphone was picking those up a little too much. Had to correct that right quick. But yeah, these dirt late models here, it's going to be a really good show. It's a track that's really well designed for them, and I think we're in for a really good race tonight.
Yeah, going back to Randy, he currently sits on top of the points with 369 points, and sitting in second is Thomas with 312. So it's not going to be too much of a hit here for Randy. So you know, it's got a little of a break here. It does have that ginormous lead on the rest of the field. So we're getting ready to go racing here at Eldora Speedway, the AMS Octane Race Products Dirt Series. Official pace truck makes that left turn down to pit road. Scott Sanderson is on the gas. Green flag is in the air. We are racing here at Eldora.
Oh, so we already got Stuart Joyce starting to go around. I hate to say it, but I think that's one of the worst starts I've seen to a race or restart all season. That really hurt Sanderson.
No, I'm really shocked that that 22 of Stuart Joyce kept it in the.
So we got a caution flag in the back of the field.
It looks like Thomas Conheady. We're going to take a look on the replay here. See the drivers coming off at turn 4. See, it looks like he hits the wall. He wanted to get the turn into the corner, but there was not enough racetrack for that to happen. He wanted to slide it in there, but ends up hitting the outside wall, and looks like Michael Tant was caught up in that a little bit. So he's got some damage on his nose. And of course we know Thomas Conheady has some damage on the right side of his car, so it's going to be difficult for him. If he doesn't come down pit road, it might hurt the handling of his car.
Yeah, and also involved in that was car number 9, Tim Sandlin. He came out of it pretty scot-free, but the right side of that machine's been up. The Chevy Camaro rocket chassis, number 9.
So we're going to take a look at that 9 car, Tim Sandlin, sitting in 5th place. Don't see a lot of damage there.
No. It mostly looks cosmetic to me, just a little bent up. Pretty much like he's been at a short track on a Wednesday night.
Typical dirt racing. So he's good. They're going to be running these cars. They're going to be running 75 laps, hopefully.
Yes, as lights are off on the Silverado 2500 pace truck, and got Jonathan Schwartz up in the lead right now. Pace truck is in, and Schwartz hard on the hammer. Green flag back in the air. And Sanderson makes a hard dive.
Oh,
Schwartz!
They saved it.
An incredible save out of both Schwartz and Sanderson there. That opened the door for Stuart Joyce and others to get on up there.
See the 3 cars battling there for that 3rd position. Stuart Joyce, Chris Ostrander, and Michael Tant. Chris Ostrander looks to the inside and takes it down the backstretch from Stuart Joyce.
Sanderson sends it in there. He's not quite going to clear him. Now he is. Now he got changed for the lead. It's got Sanderson's back up to the point.
He's carrying a lot of speed there. He's been real strong. Start on the pole, new face in the league. I believe that this is his first race that he has ran this series. So no Randy Arms, Scott Sanderson in the lead. Those are your headlines right now.
Schwartz in the wall. Schwartz in the wall back there in 6th spot. Much damage on that iRacing.com peak antifreeze Mustang of his, but that definitely doesn't bode well to handle. It looks like he's got on that number 58.
I'm showing some Under Armour on my screen.
will go off what you have because your end is probably a bit more reliable than mine. That little bit of hitting the wall, though, it doesn't look to be affecting him too much as he's reeled Scott Sanderson back in. Sanderson had built up a nice little lead, but there he's going to try and make the top side work. Say that he's going to the bottom. He's going to try. Sanderson, he's there.
Looks like we have some technical difficulties. Will's mic is a little out of shape right now, so I'm going to take over a little bit here until Will can get that fixed. Scott Sanderson still in the lead here. Thomas Conheady, where did he come from? Sitting in third place. He's eyeing for the win here tonight. Take advantage of Randy Arm's absence. Trying to gain some points for that points lead. This is our closest battle on the track. You see Schwartz on the inside. And Thomas going to make it past the 93 of Scott Sanderson as well.
Apologies for that. It looks like not sure. Just the signal appeared to be bad on the microphone. Schwartz now up to the lead. That's a really strong run at him. He's been strong all season, but he just hadn't quite gotten that W to capitalize on the sort of runs he's had.
Now, one thing that's interesting about this race so far from the custom we've seen, it's a real close battle. We've been green for a number of laps here, and the top four, they're battling for, that number one position. Is Scott Sanderson to the inside, takes it down the backstretch from Jonathan Schwartz. But no, Schwartz looking to the inside, couldn't quite get there, didn't want to turn the 93 of Scott Sanderson. Digs it deep here, going to turn one.
Oh, got the inside wall, looked like to me.
And cut the outside wall as well, and Thomas and Michael Tant. New leader, Thomas Conheady, gaining bonus points for leading a lap. Thomas, where did he come from? He is pulled out to a nice lead here at Eldora Speedway.
Yeah, it looks like he's definitely trying to make the most of Randy Arms' disappearance tonight. Meanwhile, Scott Sanderson's fixing to fall back to third. Big Michael Tant's trying to make some moves, and looks like the handle on that car is starting to fall off. Looks like him and Schwartz are getting really, really tight going in these corners. It's not helping them.
Yeah, the track is starting to change a little bit here. You can see the blue film there on the track. It's going to get loose. You want to get up into that cushion. Look at that slide job there by Jonathan Schwartz in front of Scott Sanderson. Getting an inside view look at the 93 car of Scott Sanderson.
Meanwhile, one guy we failed to mention who's starting to creep up here and make his name a little known, Tim Sandlin, is right on the tail of Scott Sanderson there for fourth spot.
Sandlin looks high and then drops to the inside. Can't quite get it as Sanderson gains the momentum, but no, here comes Sandlin once again to the inside. Sanderson is struggling right now. You can see the speed that he's not getting off the corners, and a slide job put on by Tim Sandlin, and to the inside goes Sanderson.
It really seems like these guys are jumping that cushion just a little bit. Well, I shouldn't say a little bit. It seems like they're doing it a lot tonight. Tim Sandlin's on the wall.
Keeps it going. But I don't know. He still might have something for him. You see, he's still gaining, even though he lost a lot of time there.
Yeah, I think he'd be good. I think he'd be just fine. I think he can move right back up in the 4th spot and maybe just maybe get a little further on up in this field.
Still the closest battle on the racetrack for the 4th position. Tim Sandlin looks to the inside of Scott Sanderson, and he takes it down the front stretch. These guys have been trading places back and forth. You see Sanderson gets up into the cushion and loses a lot of speed, allows Tim Sandlin to pull away.
Yeah, and I think Sandlin, now that he's by Sanderson, he's going to be trying to just make some moves and get on further up in this field. I think he's got the speed in him tonight. As I look forward a little bit, I saw Chris Ostrander falling to Jonathan Schwartz. Ostrander's now a lap down.
Yeah, we're looking back up onto the leader. Thomas Conhedy's still in the lead from once he took over. But Michael Tant is right behind him in that 2nd position. And this is the closest battle on the track right now.
Yeah, and those two have really put on a torrid pace here these last few laps as they're about to put 6th place Stuart Joyce a lap down. Right as I say that, there they go. And Scott Sanderson's not too far. Oh, we got contact. Oh, that's going to allow Michael Tank back in the lead.
That 22 car, the Flying Cheetah, he's struggling a lot today. I expected him to be competing for this win here tonight, but looks like he's having some handling issues, and it's really hindered this game, his race right now.
Yeah, I believe the expression goes, the Flying Cheetah has landed.
It's out of gas.
Oh, got trouble, got spin. Oh,
big wreck. No caution yet. There it is. Caution is out. We're going to take a look up on the replay here. I believe it's Thomas Conhedy and Scott Sanderson get together, and here comes Stuart Joyce trying to avoid it, and he goes tumbling. I think that's going to be a cool onboard view there with Stuart Joyce. Let's go on board. You see Stuart Joyce, he's getting a head rush of blood straight to the brain. He has to tow it. So his race is pretty much done. Unless we have an enormous amount of cautions, which I do not think is going to happen here tonight. Tough break for him.
Now this is our, 2nd, 3rd, and we're on lap 41 right now with our leaders. That
is correct.
Yeah, I don't think this is I don't think we're really going to get a lot of caution laps tonight. It is not something. It's something that we had a lot earlier in the season, but now that we're starting to figure out dirt here in the AMS Octane Race Products Dirt Series, it's really everybody's really getting a handle, and it's becoming a lot cleaner and a lot smoother of a show, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with on that one, Will. It's been real nice, and I contribute that to the single file restarts. Got a little out of hand with those double file restarts, made a rule change, and we're gonna be going green. Michael Tant's on the gas, green flag is in the air. We are back to racing here at Eldora Speedway in the AMS Octane Race Products Dirt Series.
Yeah, hard on the throttle. He shoots out to a nice little advantage. Nice, going real fast down in turn 1 that time. And Scott Sanderson's back up there. He's going to be trying to make some moves, but it seems like he just doesn't have a handle on his car the later into a run we go. He seems really fast at the beginning, and that's about it.
You know, Scott Sanderson, to note, he is a lap down, so he's going to try to fight to get his lap back the old-fashioned way.
Apologies, I saw him in the second car and tried my mistake. Now that said, Big Michael Tan is out to a nice little advantage over Thomas Conhedy, who It seemed like these two were able to really get going late in a run, but earlier in a run they were a little more mellow.
You see the gap there from Thomas Conheady and Big Michael Tant. It's about a straightaway. So right now, Big Mike, he is in cruise control, keeping that car right around that cushion, getting the optimal speed coming off the corners. He's doing an outstanding job right now. See Scott Sanderson trying really hard to gain that lap back, but we have Chris Ostrander going another lap down, and you saw Scott Sanderson drive it in there into the turn, almost collected the leader. I'm pretty sure that's something he doesn't want to do. He's a lap down, wants this, and there he goes. Slides it in there. Big Mike gets up into the cushion, allows the 93 of Scott Sanderson to get his lap back. He's going to pray for a caution right now because it's going to be difficult for him to get that car around the track and put that car back up into first place. Is Big Michael Tant. He gets a little out of shape there coming off of turn 4. And Stuart Joyce going another lap down.
Yeah, but it is nice to see Stuart back on track after that hard hit he took. And meanwhile, it looks like Thomas Conheady's starting to pick up the pace and reel in Big Michael Tant a little bit.
That was just a straightaway. Now it's probably about a half a straightaway. He's reeling him in. It's about a 1 second gap between him and the leader, Michael Tant.
Yeah, I guess that Hooters machine's gone and it's grown some wings, you could say. He is flying right now.
But not like the Flying Cheetah.
No. The Flying Cheetah has definitely landed. Oh, as Michael Tant gets up in the wall there in 3 and 4. That's going to open the door for Thomas Conheady. He's going to come on through. He's going to take the lead. Oh, big hit for Scott Sanders.
We got a caution.
That was a lot going on in a very limited amount of time.
You're right about that, Will. We're looking on the replay here. Look to see what happened to Scott Sanderson. See, he gets up into the wall and rides up the catch fence there, right in front of the leaders. And we're going to take a look back up on that replay of the pass. See Big Mike getting into the wall there in turn 3, and that opens up the door for Thomas Conheady. And then the caution waves.
Yes, is Jonathan Schwartz, it looks like he's going to get the lucky dog this time around. He's going to come up, he's going to pass right by the Silverado pace truck. And looks like Chris Ostrander is also getting a wave this time by.
I believe drivers got a lap back who are a lap down. So Stuart Joyce, he's not going to get another one. I believe he got one because he was 3 laps down. Now he's showing up. Never mind, I am wrong.
Yeah, it looks like Schwartz back on the lead lap now. Ostrander is 1 lap down. Scott Sanderson out of the race now is 3 laps back, and Flying Cheetah Stuart Joyce, the landed Cheetah Stuart Joyce, is 6 down. As the lights are off on the Silverado pace truck, Thomas Conheady's going to be leading them down here. And a hard left turn, and Thomas Conheady's hard on the throttle. Green, back in the air.
So he got a great jump there.
There was an excellent jump out of Conheady, and having the lap traffic Stuart Joyce in the way, that's going to let him build up a little bit of a lead. So what might be... Oh, trouble. We stay green. Had a couple cars get up in the wall there in 3 and 4.
Still in the wall. Jonathan Schwartz couldn't get it off the wall. It was like a magnet. He was sucked up there like a vacuum. Couldn't get the speed down the straight, but he's back running now, and he's going to be charging up to the front. Tim Sandlin, second place. He took advantage of the mishaps of Jonathan Schwartz.
Yeah, that's good to see how Sandlin, he had a very strong car on that first long run, and he just didn't have the track position to move really.
See, we're getting close here, up on 10 laps to go, Will. Is there a full moon out tonight?
I'll take a look. Oh! Caution. Trouble. Thomas Conheady, your leader.
That is not a good sign. Right when I say that, he crashes, and it was right on your screen. We're going to take a look up on the replay here. See, couldn't get the car quite turn. I don't know. Looked like he wanted that piece of racetrack there, but there is the wall, the inside wall, and he hit it, and looks like his day is done.
And of note, if you look behind us, we're located here in the front straightaway grandstand right now. If you take a look behind us, KT, you will notice that the moon is in fact full.
Huh, so some crazy things happen right when I say it. The leader spins around. What else are we going to see next?
I don't know. I mean, goodness gracious. This could turn into a fuel mileage race. I've seen crazier.
We're going to have to wait and see. Lights on the pace truck are off. We're going to have 8 to go. When the green flag goes up in the air, that flag man is grabbing the green flag. Hopefully it's going to be the last. He's going to use the yellow flag. Tim Sandlin in first. In second, Jonathan Schwartz. In third, Chris Ostrander. And those are your cars on the lead lap. The official pace truck makes that turn into pit road. Tim Sandlin's on the gas. We're a green flag back to racing here at Eldora Speedway.
Yeah, and Schwartz tries to send it in on the high side, but Sandlin closes his door, and he's not going to let him through. Well, Schwartz going to try the low side. Sandlin gets tight up on the top side.
But he's still there on the outside. A little bump.
That is an old-fashioned slide job.
See, Stuart Joyce, 4 laps down. He wants a part of this. Not sure why he's not letting these guys race out. Gets into Tim Sandlin a little bit there, but gets into the wall a little bit. But Jonathan Schwartz has a big gap now on the second place of Tim Sandlin.
And Sandlin's definitely wanting the 22 to just pull aside and let him go. As he gets really, really swirly in 1 and 2. As they're coming around, it's going to be 4 to go at the line this time. Schwartz is out to a nice, comfortable advantage right now, about 2.1 seconds at the line.
He's definitely the fastest car on the track, but I'm looking at the timeline here, and Stuart Joyce just ran a faster time than the 58, but Stuart Joyce is 5 laps down. Not sure why he was racing so hard. Tim Sandlin, second place. Let's see the difference there. He was going to turn 1, and coming out of turn 2 is the 58 of Jonathan Schwartz.
Yeah, Schwartz keeps growing that advantage. He's coming around, white flag in the air this time by. Not presented by Credit One Bank, if I may add.
Or is it?
I really hope not. Jonathan Schwartz coming around this time now. 2.5 seconds up, and he is your winner tonight from Eldora Speedway. And he actually really slowed there. I'm not sure what was going on with that. But regardless, Jonathan Schwartz, he's the one the fireworks are going off for. Fire truck. He's the one the fireworks are going off for off the back straight. He's the winner tonight from Eldora Speedway.
Let's get your final results up on the screen. Your winner of tonight's race here at Eldora Speedway, Jonathan Schwartz. And in second, the 9 car, Tim Sandlin. The 73 in third spot, Chris Ostrander. In fourth, we got the 22 Flying Cheetah, Stuart Joyce. In fifth, we got the 7 car of Thomas Conheady. And in sixth, we got the 50 Big Michael Tant. And in 7th place, rounding out your field, the 93 of Scott Sanderson. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back with some driver interviews.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Welcome back to the RSR Network and the AMS Octane Race Products Dirt Series race at Eldora. We have your 3rd place finisher, Chris the Ice Maker Ostrander. Chris, you finished in 3rd. Got a couple laps back. Seemed like it was a grinder out there for you. Tell me about your race.
Well, it's no secret I do not like these cars. And then with the new build a week or so ago, the way they changed the cars, or even worse. I thought Eldora would be at least a fun track that I could handle it. I didn't wreck or bring on a caution this race, so that's a plus. It was my first podium, so that was like a win to me. That's why I went down pit road and did some burnouts. But it was tough, and a bunch of us had enough fuel to make it to the end with those few cautions that we had. We didn't think we would make it.
No, we were thinking about that. We didn't mention it on the race broadcast, but we knew, Will and I, that the gas could play a role there, but it looked like didn't have to worry about that. So,
I was slow enough that I really didn't have to worry about it. I knew Stuart was saving. There was a couple up front. I thought Jonathan wasn't saving, but apparently he did because he won the race. And then Scott, not sure if he was saving too at the beginning. So I think everybody was saving a little bit, but still racing. So I think if we had 1 or 2 more cautions, I don't even think anybody would have even needed to save. I still had like over 7 laps left of fuel when the race was over. It was fun. Like I said, it was almost like a win for me because I suck at dirt, and 3rd place finish is pretty good.
Well, I know one person you probably would like to thank is the 8 car of Randy Arms for not showing up tonight. If he was here, you probably would be sitting 4th. So, great race from you here tonight. But before we send you off, Chris, is there anyone you would like to thank?
Well, of course, I'd like to always thank my Win Racing teammates, including you, and all the drivers in the league that race in all the league races that we do, the ones that race in this race especially. And that's it.
All right, thanks, Chris. We'll see you next week.
Oh, thank you guys for broadcasting too, especially.
Oh yeah, no problem, no problem.
Okay, yep.
See you, Chris. See if we can get your 2nd place driver, Tim Sandlin. Finished 2nd. Had the lead there for a short amount of time, but come home 2nd, but couldn't quite get it. Tell me how you feel.
Yeah, we blew it. Just running half throttle the whole race, trying to make it on fuel, and I didn't know what it was going to do when I went into turn 1 full throttle and just wasn't ready, so I lost the lead there.
We've seen a couple bumps here and there from a couple other drivers. We saw the 22 with Stuart Joyce. He was racing fairly hard there. He was a couple laps down. Tell me your feelings about his display of racing there at the end.
I wasn't mad. I mean, I noticed, of course. I knew he was a lap down, but we roughed each other up. I was trying to get off of him because I just wanted to go on and race Jonathan, but yeah, no hard feelings.
Well, it seemed like you're pretty content with that second place finish. And before we send you off tonight, is there anyone you would like to thank?
Just AMS League. Thank everybody for coming out to race and watch, and thank you for broadcasting, and congrats to John Schwartz, I'm sorry, Stewart.
All right, Tim, we'll see you next week.
Appreciate it.
And unfortunately, I do not have access to your race winner, so there is no interview from your winner, the 58 of Jonathan Schwartz. And this concludes our broadcast here on the RSR Network, the AMS Octane Race Products Dirt Series. I'm Kevin Straczynski, and alongside with me in the booth is Will Roberts. Good night, everybody.
Introducing a whole new form of racing to the best online racing simulation in the world. This is Dirt Racing on iRacing.com. Race online at some of America's most legendary dirt tracks, including Eldora and Williams Grove. iRacing is the premier online racing game featuring NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, and now World of Outlaws, the leading sanctioning body for dirt racing. iRacing is easy to use and features a centralized ranking system to make sure you have the best experience at any skill level. With a massive inventory of high-precision laser scan tracks and cars with an unmatched dedication to quality and detail, iRacing gives you the most authentic online racing experience available. Thanks to iRacing's dynamic track system, developed specifically for dirt racing, tracks change over the course of a race, just like your favorite dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night. From a slick racing groove all the way up to the cushion, iRacing's dirt tracks deliver non-stop racing action. Partnered with the World of Outlaws, iRacing is your source for the most authentic dirt racing experience available, featuring 4 brand new tracks and 11 new cars, including street stocks, Legends cars, late models, NASCAR trucks, winged and non-winged sprint cars, with much more on the way. Join the Dirt Revolution on iRacing.com and start slinging mud today.